both Michael and Raymond talked about farming. I'm the son and grandson of farmers. My brother, Sean, is a farmer. Sean took over the family farm. And and I've seen all those changes that Raymond talked about. When we came back from England, I have a funny accent because I was born over there, but when we came back in the summer holidays and then we moved back, we made the hay by hand still, made the tram cocks and the garden cock and did things the old-fashioned way. And I'm glad I saw that, because I saw the phenomenal transformation that has taken place in Irish farming. The accountability, something that Raymond talked about, something that Michael talked about, the lack of it, the issue of the Commission. These were all issues that we talked about actually during the Lisbon Treaty campaign. And of course, it looks like we're all going to get another one of those because of the lack of accountability. Because of the fact that these people in Brussels really don't care what you think. They don't care. They don't care, as evidenced by what Michael said, as evidenced by what Raymond said, and as evidenced by the fact that millions of people actually around Europe, in France, in the Netherlands, and here in Ireland, all sent the same answer back to Brussels about this bureaucratic dog's dinner that they are currently calling the Lisbon Treaty. And the Irish people who are sovereign said no, and whether you agree with that or you don't agree with it, that was the answer. This is democracy. People are supposed to be accountable and responsible. And these people, within a day of our result, were conspiring against us to overturn the democratic decision of this nation. And that is immoral, and it is disgusting, and it should be called that. Libertas intends to change a few things. And it doesn't only intend to do it, we very firmly believe that we have a path, that we've identified a means by which it can be done. And we don't want to undermine the European project. But it will only succeed if it's working for you, if it's accountable to you, if it listens to your concerns, if it carries on behaving in a detached, condescending way, which is what it does at the moment. It is going to lose legitimacy, and it will fail. And it will fail dismally and maybe even dramatically. And we don't want that. In Brussels, you cannot be elected and initiate a law. You have to be unelected. That's how nuts the system is right now, and we have to change it. Frankly, any other vote for any other MEP, and it doesn't matter if they wear a t-shirt saying Superman or Superwoman underneath it, they cannot do anything against vote, because nobody in their right mind is going to go out and vote for an absolutely failed political cartel. Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and Labour, a whole lot of them. Because opposition has failed in this country. We're putting out posters now, you'll see them, saying, is this what opposition looks like? It's a joke. There's no opposition. Opposition's supposed to ring the alarm bell. It's supposed to light up the low petrol gauge, the low diesel gauge. The light's supposed to come on. Did you see the light come on in the last 2 years? Did you hear the bells ringing? But what we have right across this country and European politics is we have a tyranny of mediocrity. People who have low expectations of you. What am I going to do for the Northwest? Well, first of all, I don't want to be elected because I want this job. I'm not interested in the salary or the expense account or the swimming pool. I'm not going there for any of those reasons. I'm going there as an act of public service and of a sense of duty, because I am sick to the back teeth of listening to these clowns run our country into the ground. And I'm pro-European. They don't get to decide what is or is not European. They are the anti-Europeans because they are against the voice of the people of Europe, and the evidence is now overwhelming and cannot successfully be argued against. They are the anti-Europeans. What I want to do is I want to make sure that the reasons that you decided not to do it are reduced. That we lower the barriers to entry. That we encourage you. At that point in your life, whenever it was where you had that idea, I want you to be able to grasp out, reach, touch it, and at least try. Because the only path out of this recession, the only path to economic leadership in the northwest of Ireland, northwest of Ireland, is first of all recognising that we can do it, and that we will do it, and making sure that we eliminate as many of the reasons as possible that have prevented you from doing that in the past. That people are equipped with the tools, the training, the expertise, that they have access to them, that we have superb tertiary level education at every level. You can't have superb third level education unless your primary and secondary level educations are superb as well. But in Europe, one of the Libertas proposals that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks is we are boldly saying that we want to establish what we're calling the new Renaissance universities across Europe. That Europe, if there's something it can be good for, and there are many things, education, training, expertise is something that can unite us all. And at the same time, while stimulating people to take risk by ensuring that the environment is there for people to want to go out and create small and medium-sized businesses, because today's small and medium-sized businesses, 10% of them will be the employers of 5,000 and 10,000 in years to come. And we need to build them here. We cannot be overly dependent on foreign direct investment. We know here in this town, in Castlebar, the vulnerabilities that the local economy opens itself up to with just foreign direct investment. Why it's very important to create our own indigenous business sectors, that it is our own business people, our own entrepreneurs who are looking not just to create jobs at home but also abroad. We need that. We need that here because that means the better quality jobs are going to end up here at home. We're never going to beat Bangalore or Shenzhen, Bangalore in India or Shenzhen in China on costs for sticking bits of plastic together. We're never going to do that. We don't want to be better, cheaper than them at doing that, because our quality of life will decline. Our environment will take a hit. We need to focus on the stimulation of small and medium-sized enterprise, while at the same time recognising those base load industries where we can and have proven that we can innovate, like food production, like farming, like fishing, which we are going to have to restore. That those food production is something that we've been good at in Ireland and we've only got better at. We've been doing it for more than 2,000 years. We were good at it then and we're even better at it now. And this can be a meat basket, a bread basket, a fine produce basket, not just for Europe, but for the whole world. And that is something that the Northwest can be very, very good at. And you couple that capability with entrepreneurial expertise and some ambition and some foresight, and you have there a formula for real economic success, employment and wealth creation in the Northwest of Ireland. Because my grandfather did it, his grandfather did it, his grandfather before him did it, and his grandfather before him did it. And nobody from Brussels is going to take away my God-given right to cut turf on my own body.